During the darkest days of World War II on August 6, 1945, the world witnessed a horrific event that would forever alter the course of history. At precisely 8:15 a.m., an American fighter jet unleashed the atomic bomb upon Hiroshima, Japan. The devastation that followed was beyond imagination. Nearly 90% of the city's 76,000 buildings were either reduced to rubble or engulfed in flames. And approximately 40% of the previously habitable 33 square kilometers of land was turned to ashes. Tragically, the death toll from this catastrophic event reached a staggering 140,000 lives. Just 3 agonizing days later, on August 9, 1945, Nagasaki became the stage for another unspeakable tragedy. Another atomic explosion unfolded, claiming the lives of an additional 74,000 people. In total, these 2 incidents alone resulted in the loss of over 200,000 lives, leaving countless others severely wounded. The immediate and visible consequences of these atomic blasts were horrifying. But the insidious effects of nuclear radiation wreaked havoc on survivors and generations to come. Despite the severe devastation caused by the nuclear explosions and its surrender in World War II, Japan has since emerged as the world's second-largest economy with a staggering GDP of $4.7 trillion. Even after enduring massive infrastructure destruction, Japan now stands as the world's 5th-largest exporter by volume, and a global leader in innovation and technological prowess. The journey of Japan from nuclear disaster to development is a compelling narrative. It begins with the initial challenges and the daunting task of reconstruction. The aftermath of the bombings left Japan grappling with massive human losses. The displacement of millions, food shortages, economic collapse, and inflation that exacerbated the humanitarian crisis. As a defeated nation under Allied occupation, Japan had to undertake measures like disarmament and the dismantling of its war industries. The transition from a long history of monarchy to democracy brought about significant political and social upheaval, adding to the challenges. However, in this adversity, Japan commenced its path to recovery, with the assistance of the international community and a pivotal role played by the United States. International aid, particularly from the United States, played a critical role in Japan's reconstruction. The Dodge Line Plan, led by economist and diplomat Joseph Dodge, aimed to combat inflation and restore financial stability by implementing measures such as reducing government spending, increasing taxes, and introducing fiscal reforms. The success of this project laid the foundation for Japan's sustained economic growth. The United States also offered substantial financial aid, essential food supplies, and raw materials. They want to alleviate immediate shortages and support Japan's economic recovery. International funding and investment from institutions like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund further advanced Japan's economic development and infrastructure projects. Japanese leadership played a pivotal role in the nation's recovery. After the war, Japan's political landscape underwent significant changes as a new democratic government emerged. Shigeru Yoshida, who served as Japan's prime minister from 1946 to 1947 and again from 1948 to 1954, played a crucial role in initiating economic recovery and development. The Yoshida Doctrine charted a course for Japan's economic revival, prioritizing reconstruction and distancing the nation from its traditional militarized economy. Japan deliberately chose not to rebuild its military might, but instead focused on economic development and peaceful diplomacy to promote regional stability. This vision became the cornerstone of Japan's economic growth and prosperity. Diplomacy and international relations were integral to Japan's post-war recovery. Japan expressed its commitment to peace and cooperation through diplomatic channels, aiming to regain the trust of the international community. The post-war constitution, drafted under the guidance of the Allied forces, prohibited Japan from using military force to resolve international disputes. The constitution introduced a system of parliamentary democracy, transferring powers from the monarchy to the parliament and relegating the king or emperor to a formal symbol of the state. A pivotal moment in Japan's reintegration into the international community was the signing of the San Francisco Peace Treaty in 1951. This treaty, endorsed by 48 countries, marked the end of the Allied occupation, restored Japan's sovereignty, recognized its territorial boundaries, and established a framework for resolving wartime disputes. Japan leveraged diplomacy to strengthen trade relations, secure access to raw materials, and expand its rapidly growing industries through mutually beneficial trade agreements and investment opportunities. Japan's comprehensive socio-economic policies were instrumental in its reconstruction. Agrarian reforms involved reclaiming land from large landowners and redistributing it among peasants and smallholders, with a maximum limit set for land ownership. The adoption of modern farming methods and the establishment of agricultural cooperative units contributed to increased agricultural production and a stable food supply. Tax incentives encouraged savings and investment, raising capital for economic development, infrastructure, and public utility projects. Social welfare programs were introduced to support the impoverished population and ensure social cohesion and stability during the reconstruction process. The nation recognized the importance of industrialization in revitalizing the economy, and appropriate strategies were formulated to develop key sectors. The formation of powerful business networks, known as keiretsu, played a significant role in Japan's industrial success. These networks, where different companies had long-term business relationships based on mutual cooperation rather than direct ownership, became essential. Japan's export-oriented economy, with a focus on industries like steel, chemicals, machinery, electronics, and automobiles, accelerated its economic recovery. The nation invested in modern infrastructure, including efficient transportation networks, advanced communication systems, and reliable energy supplies. The government also recognized the significance of small and medium enterprises (SMEs) in driving economic growth, creating employment opportunities, and contributing to regional development. Education and technological development were integral to transforming Japan into an innovative and technologically advanced society. The Japanese government placed a special emphasis on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics (STEM) education. The government and private sector invested significantly in research and development. Collaboration between universities, research institutes, and private industry made Japanese goods renowned worldwide for their quality and reliability. As a result, Japan emerged as a global leader in electronics, robotics, and other high-tech industries. The tragedy of World War II and its aftermath forced Japan to reassess its history and actions during the war. The nation realized that its path to prosperity lay in developing industries, nurturing international relations, promoting trade, advancing education, and harnessing technology. Japan is a major aid donor and a source of global capital.
Let us know your thoughts in the comments section.